Have you ever been in the middle of a video and realized that you shouldn't be doing this? Oh my god, so many words. So many words. Bro, I feel like I'm too old for this. I'm gonna be honest. Hey Tata, I'm not gonna hold you gang. You gonna have to come down off my wall. Cause I ain't no damn Sasang. What you gotta say for yourself? He ain't saying a damn thing. Have you ever wanted to watch more videos than the thousands of ones that are already on my channel? Hell yeah. How I do that? Huh? Tell me. You know, like the ones that I can't show on YouTube. Uh, I got you. I have a Patreon with 3 tiers. This is what you will get per tier. Those of you like to read it. Honestly, I love it. We be going crazy on the Patreon, but I'm gonna let you be the judge of that. So y'all go ahead and check out the Patreon and let me know what you think. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting, and thank you for everything. Now, let's get back to the video. All right, y'all. So I want to see the situation with Kim Garam. You know, the person who was the girl who was supposed to be in Lesserafim, and all that stuff happened. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit, but I didn't really know too much for real. And also, I heard some rumblings that the accusations were fake and stuff. I don't know. We are like what, a couple years, 1 or 2 years removed from this situation, and I found this Everglow Up video in my recommended, obviously enough. And this is called So About Kim Garam. So we're going to talk about this. And yeah, y'all already know how it goes. Y'all already know how I'm feeling. And well, y'all know how I feel about Everglow Up. So there's that. Let's see what happened. Like, I don't know. All this stuff is a mess, but we about to find out anyway. So let's go.
If you're here from TikTok, here to tell me that I'm a 25-year-old who needs to get a job and stop defending bullies on the internet, well, first and foremost, I do have a job and I pay my own tuition fees. You, on the other hand, probably are still learning how to take a decent shower. So maybe you should reevaluate your life.
Damn. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. My bad. Shit. Lord. Came out the gate swinging. Goodness gracious. Take a shower. I showered today anyway. Good intro. Let's go.
On today's episode of Cheryl's desperate need for justice causes her to make a video that could potentially get her bullied on the internet. Today we're talking about Kim Garam, and I have been harassed to talk about this case so many times. I chose not to speak on it. I only made one video when we're really early into the scandal, telling people to stay neutral and stop attacking Garam or defending her when they don't really have solid evidence or proof of what happened. That is the only time I ever discussed her in video form. The other 2 times was on a community tab when I was telling people to like stop harassing me and asking me to talk some more about this case because I was not interested. It was an emotional roller coaster for me because I went from literally not giving a shit about this case to being straight up riled up and pissed off that a 16-year-old is being attacked on the internet based off of falsified information, manipulated evidence, and people are getting away with it. You would think that after everything that happened with Woojin and Jimin, which, by the way, I was right on both cases, you would think that people would have learned something from that. But clearly we haven't, because we're K-pop stans. It's like, what? Remember when Sully passed away and everybody started crying about how social media is destructive and it can hurt people? These are the same people who are whining and calling Garam names on the internet. I can't. So today's video, we're going to be dissecting this entire mess. I've decided to divide this video into 3 major chapters. Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 are for those who have not caught up on the case, who have absolutely no idea what is going on, because I know there's a number of people who chose not to keep up with the case because I hadn't spoken on it and they were just not really interested anyway because they don't know what is even happening. But if you have no idea what happened, Chapter 1, Chapter 2 kind of covers who is who in this case and the stories from like both sides, or rather 3 sides actually, because they're 3 separate stories that are kind of going around. And then finally we're going to get to Chapter 3, which you all know me for and love me for, where we dissect the bullshit in this entire case. So let us talk about who is who.
Let's go.
So first of all, we have Kim Garam, obviously 1/6 of Lesserafim, currently being accused of participating and instigating school violence, specifically in a case in 2018 semester 1. Then we have Yeonsu. Yeonsu is an alias that is being used by Kim Garam's alleged victim, and you're going to understand why I keep saying alleged about this girl.
I kind of, okay, I already can tell why she's using alleged. Ooh, okay. Wow.
In 2018 semester one. Then we have person A, who's an alleged friend of Yoon-soo. And I think it's best you just kind of like try to memorize his name so it can be easier for me to explain to you without having to say, by the way, person B is this.
Oh, Jesus.
Speaking of, person B is Garam's friend who was also labeled as a perpetrator by the school violence committee in the case that happened in 2018 semester one. Then there's Daeryun, which is the law firm that is representing Yoon-soo, the alleged victim. Then there's person D, who's Kim Garam.
Excuse me? Whoa, what?
Friend who is an alleged victim of non-consensual porn at the hands of Yoon-soo. Yeah, there's that. And I wonder why no one is talking about that and screaming about everything else. Then finally, we have Hybe and Source Music, who are Garam's record label, obviously. We have Kyungjin, I hope I'm saying that right, middle school, which is the school that Garam and Eun-soo went to at that time. Then we have the Students' Violence Committee, which is a mandatory autonomous committee made by schools in South Korea dedicated to combat and prevent violence in schools.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, so now let's talk about who said what, because we've got like 3 completely different stories running around here. So we have a whole bunch of anonymous people that have made several claims, but the gist of their stories is that Garam partook in habitual bullying, physical violence, used to smoke and drink in school, she instigated school violence. Like, that is their major story, and because of this, she is unfit to be an idol. The gist of Yoon-soo and Daeryun, the law firm, story is that Hybe's statements of claiming that Garam was actually a victim is the reason why Eun-soo got a lot of cyberbullying on the internet with people threatening to dox her, and that drove her to a suicide attempt. And what they want is for Hybe to retract that statement that Garam was a victim. That's their story. According to Garam and Hybe's side of the story, Eun-soo was actually in the wrong, and she paints herself to be a victim, and that there are several witnesses and evidence that can actually back up their claims that Eun-soo is pretending to be a victim when in reality she isn't. So let's break down all these claims from all these anonymous people. Claim number 1 is that Garam participated in physical bullying of other students. Claim number 2 is that she used to threaten people through text messages, and there were even like pictures and stuff shown. The other one is that she used to smoke and drink while she was in middle school. The other one was that she was a BTS husang and often used crude language when she was referencing to them. The other one is that she made fun of Eun-soo and called her disabled for being affected by the bullying case. The other one was that she was forced to transfer because of her bullying behavior, and that at one point she was even driven to school in a police car.
What?
This person, all of these anonymous people came with like a whole bunch of text messages a whole bunch of pictures that they claim are Garam. We will talk about those pictures.
Hey, bro. I was definitely about to say you could definitely show text messages, but you can also fake text messages. And it says claims were backed up by several pictures of Garam that were spread on it. Oh, my goodness.
And dissect the bullshit later.
I also forgot the
situation. Now we have Eun-soo and Daeryun's issue. The issue that Eun-soo, let's just clarify. Person A, or the people who came up with the allegations at first, are not Eun-soo. All
right, I'm just gonna put this here for y'all. Here's the no face thing, the no face clip. This is what has been shown on the screen. So yeah, there we go. Back to here.
According to her, it is not her. She said that Garam sent her curse-filled threats and lured her to the place where she was allegedly abused. Jesus. Once again, I'm using that word allegedly. We will see why. And then next, Eun-soo says that some of Garam's friends and netizens on the internet threatened to dox her and accused her of playing victim and dragging Garam's name into the mud. Mm-hmm. She also says that she believes that this was caused by the fact that Hybe claimed that Garam was a victim. And because of this is why she received death threats on the internet and attempted to take her own life. And she says that Hybe's claim that Garam is a victim is not true, and she wants them to take back that statement and apologize. And that if they don't, Daeryun is willing to, release information that quote-unquote proves that Garam was a bully. Now we look at Garam's side of the story. Garam's side of the story is very easy to follow through off of the simple basis that there's like a timeline and an order of events and stuff. So according to Garam and Hybe, this is what happened. Eun-soo and Garam were friends between March and April of 2018, but they ended up having a falling out. And apparently the falling out was because Eun-soo was allegedly speaking badly about Garam to her other friends and behind her back. They argued at a school retreat for about 3 hours, and after the argument, they resolved the issue. They apologized to one another, and the case was resolved.
Bro, I feel like I'm too old for this shit. I'm gonna be honest, but Cheryl she's older than me, so I guess it's calm. I don't know.
So Garam thought. Allegedly, Unsu ended up going back to speaking badly about her to a male friend, and that Unsu and that male friend then came and threatened Garam, including threatening to use physical violence on her. And as a result, Garam ended up cutting Unsu out of her life for good. According to Garam, Unsu allegedly, as a form of retaliation, took a picture of D, Garam's friend, while she was changing in the bathroom, wearing absolutely nothing but her underwear, and then used person A, her friend's social media, to post it on the internet.
What the fuck? What?
Garam's friends, Garam and like 4 of her other friends, were pissed about this because person D was absolutely shocked to see her body being posted on the internet.
Yeah.
And as a result, they texted her saying that she needed to come out so that they could confront her. That apparently they cursed at her during these texts, and when she came out, they met. Garam and her friends complained, but in the process of complaining, there was some yelling and curses thrown at her because of what she had done. Allegedly, Unsu then admitted to what she had done, and according to Hybe, this is proven in the school violence committee. They have documentation that proves that Unsu did take a picture of Garam's friend and posted it on social media.
Hello? What?
They thought the case was solved, but unbeknownst to them, she went behind their back and called the school violence committee, presented the text, and told them that she was a victim, and Garam, specifically Garam and her friend B, who were name dropped, were the ones who bullied her. I'm going to assume they were the ones who sent the text to her, and the other friends were just kind of like there to confront her as well. So apparently that's how it happened. While the investigation was going on, of course, apparently Garam and her friends brought up the evidence that Unsu had taken a picture of D while she was naked, and they were kind of like trying to discuss what punishment they would have.
And
D then mentioned, Garam's friend, asked the school violence committee to punish Unsu in accordance to level 8 punishment, which is a forced school transfer. And because Unsu did not want to take a forced school transfer, she then decided to voluntarily transfer while the investigation was ongoing, and the school allegedly allowed it.
What?
So they said that while there was absolutely no evidence and no case of physical violence, Garam was still given a level 5 disciplinary action along with her friend B. And because of that, rumors started to spread on the internet constantly about the things that Garam had supposedly done.
What?
So this is Hybe's side of the story. And honestly, it is a lot to handle. Now that we're done with, let's get into the important chapter where we dissect all the BS in this story. So as I mentioned, the anonymous people who were claiming that Garam was a bully came out with a whole bunch of pictures.
They thought it was They thought that shit was... Wait, what, yo? Nah, son, what? Bitch, Garam doesn't have a mole on her cheek. That's a lollipop. Are you fucking serious, dude? Are you dead? Oh no, cuz.
Quote unquote, proved that Garam was a bully. Now, first and foremost, I don't know if I was the only person who did this. When the pictures of this girl came out, they claimed that she was speaking badly, you know, in crude terms, where they showed a Facebook post of her asking who wanted to have intercourse with her, and then text messages with her like face on it where they were speaking badly about other people, threatening people, etc. They also released a picture of a girl with a quote unquote cigarette in her mouth. I'm sorry. I'm trying to take this seriously. You'll understand why I can't. And a girl with like makeup on her face, etc. Now, I don't know if it was just me, but I was like, wait, hang on. On a scale of like 0 to I don't have a brain, how stupid do you think I am? Because when I looked at those pictures, that girl was not Garam. For one, the girl has got a mole on her left cheek.
Oh my God. I feel kind of weird looking at these fucking pictures. I'm also blind, so yeah. How's it possible that she got surgery in middle school to look like her present self when her childhood self literally looks like her current self with the same fit? Yeah, that does not look like her. Hey, Slim, this is crazy.
Garam does not have that. So if this girl is supposedly Garam, that would mean she would have taken surgery to look the way that she looks right now.
I don't see
which
a
is
mole.
possible. Except the issue is when you look at Garam's pre-debut and child pictures, she literally looks exactly the same way she looks right now. How did she morph into a completely different person while she was in middle school and then...
Well, her eyes are bigger. Her eyes are way... What? Am I looking at filters? Am I stupid? Am I dumb? I could be stupid. I don't know, but her eyes look bigger, so there's that.
Go back to looking like her original self once she started going to high school. That doesn't make any sense. This girl is literally not even Garam. Not to mention, this girl's school uniform has got a black tie. Garam in middle school wore a red tie and a pin on her collar.
Oh my God.
That is not Garam. So the girl with the phone case, BTS phone case that was proving that apparently she is assessing, bitch, half of y'all have got pictures of V on your screen. You've got like 10, 20, 50 pictures of V in your cell phones. Are you assessing? I don't know how on earth that proves that she's assessing, but the point...
I guess I'm assessing because I got Tata like on my wall. Damn, cuz. Damn, that's crazy. I'm assessing. That's fucked up. Hey, Slim. Hey, Tata, I'm not going to hold you, gang. You going to have to come down off my wall. Because I ain't no damn Sasang. What you got to say for yourself? He ain't saying a damn thing. That's how I like it. Oh, murder the code. This is so insane.
This girl's not her. Not to mention there's another image of literally somebody calling her Eugene.
What?
Garam has got a different name now. Is that what you're saying? The person who's in the picture there is not smoking. That is not a cigarette. That's a lollipop. And if you zoom in on the skirt, there are ridges on that skirt. That skirt was photoshopped. I don't... So all these pictures that were being released of proof that it is Garam, they're not. Secondly, Garam was the pictures of her allegedly standing in front of the board where there was like private parts drawn and stuff. And also in the corner, it was written, I've down Lesserafim up. First of all,
what?
You are not allowed to tell people or the public that you're part of a training program.
Holy shit, bro. This is a lot.
That is a breach of contract.
Yeah.
Why would she do that and then take pictures of it for them to circulate on the internet?
I mean, I'm not even going to give nobody no bail. Nope, I'm not.
Like, okay, maybe she may be a bully, but she's not stupid. Another one is that she used to make fun of disabled students because the picture of the so-called Garam has got like words written disabled on it, which makes no sense because Garam herself happens to have a disability. I didn't even notice this until yesterday, but if you look...
Wait, what? Who makes fun of their own disability and writes it over cutesy pictures, please? What disability does she have? What?
Look at Garam's right hand specifically. She suffers from a case that I can't say the word because the word is just so long and weird, but it's there on
Brachydactyly. Okay.
The screen. And it makes no sense for someone who's disabled to make fun of other people who are disabled. Like, what? Why would she do that when she has a disability in her own hands?
I mean, some people
make it make sense. So let's talk about the smoking and the violence claims. Okay. So the first one is that she used to smoke and drink when she was in high school. In middle school, I'm sorry. According to Hybe, none of this is true, but there was a rumor that was spread that was meant to be a joke. Where some people sent a complaint that Garam used to drink and smoke, and the whole thing got so out of hand that Garam and her parents had to take a nicotine test to prove that they do not smoke.
Jesus.
So scratch that. The school has proof that Garam does not smoke. The next one is that she hit somebody over the head with a brick and a...
What is she, Craig from Friday? What is happening? Yo!
Flower pot. And bitch, you want to tell me she didn't go to jail? Like, hang on. They penalized her for sending texts cursing at somebody while defending a friend. But they weren't going to send her to prison for hitting somebody over the head with a flower pot?
And a fucking brick? Hello? What is...
Like, you can't tell me that you honestly believe this nonsense. Anyway, with that being said, apparently this case is not true. A teacher actually got involved, and the student who spread the rumor about Garam allegedly hitting somebody over the head with a brick and a flower pot actually apologized to Garam in the presence of Garam and a whole bunch of other people, third-party witnesses, which Hybe claims they have, that they are people who are not directly involved in this case, but can speak in favor of Garam because they view and sue as problematic. Which also kind of would make sense why people started jumping on her throat about this case because they knew exactly who she was and how she had manipulated this entire story. Like, girl. And this whole thing that she was a Starship trainee, she didn't train anywhere outside of Source Music, okay? And unless Starship says otherwise, it never happened. More claims and rumors that also do not make sense, and I'm just tired of hearing. The first one is that the Ministry of Education said that Garam was guilty. Now, the Ministry of Education was not directly involved in this case. Their statement was that it seemed like she was found guilty. That is speculative language. Why would they sit around and make a declaration over something that they were not directly involved in the first place? They used speculative language. They didn't say that she was 100% guilty or that she partook in physical violence. So that is just not true. The next one is that Garam's bullying is the reason why Unsu was driven to try and to attempt to take her own life. That's not true. Unsu and her law firm said the reason why she allegedly did that is because of the threats she was getting online from netizens. It was not the direct bullying that was done by Garam.
Fainted because Hype threatened to take legal action. Oh my God.
Oh, and then lastly is that school violence means the same thing as physical assault. Look, English is not my first language, but even I can tell that school violence is an umbrella term. It could mean anywhere from physical abuse to verbal assault, verbal abuse, physical violence. It's an umbrella term. Her being found guilty of school violence and her being found guilty of physical assault are not the same thing.
Bro, the brick is crazy.
So, like, just please stop saying that.
The brick is insane.
And then the other one is that Hype apologized for bullying. They did not do that.
Bro, this is insane. I'm gonna be honest, like, cause it's crazy how some people can actually just ruin your life off of shit that's not true. Like, that's insane.
What Hybe and Garam apologized for were the fact that she cursed at this girl. That even though she did it with the intentions of defending her friend, she should not have cursed out this girl. Which is also in harmony with what this girl's law firm said, that they were curse-filled, text messages. So the cursing did happen. But bullying is supposed to be a constant, habitual behavior. And according to Hybe, Garam did not do that. And neither of them apologized for bullying. So stop telling people that they already apologized for bullying, so stop defending them. Girl, stop. And then the other one is that there's plenty of evidence against Garam. Apart from the school violence committee document that finds her guilty of the umbrella term school violence.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm in the middle of this video and I'm developing some brain rot, but I'm gonna finish this. But yeah, this is a lot, and this is insane. And I feel like I am too old for this stuff. But, I mean, it's not even, because y'all know I like drama and stuff, right? This don't even seem like good drama. This just seems just like, bro. Oh my God.
And the text messages that Darian claims to have, there is no proof that Garam is a bully. In fact, I will show you later on that Garam's own middle school doesn't even consider her a bully. Yeah, the same middle school that gave her the level 5 disciplinary act. Yeah, there is no proof that she's a bully. Just stop. There is no proof. There is no evidence. It doesn't exist. And all the pictures, as we've discussed earlier, are fabricated.
Oh my God.
And then finally, Hybe cannot prove their claims. This is not true because Hybe said not only do they have several third-party witnesses, they say that the school violence committee document has proof that Unsu, the alleged victim, took a picture of Garam's friend when she was not dressed up and posted it on social media. So they actually have evidence of that. And also they say that the school has proof that Garam does not smoke because she took a nicotine test. So the idea that they do not have evidence is not realistic. And then finally, Hybe is discussing a solution because they cannot back up their claims that is not true. If you look at the order of events, somebody claimed that Garam was a bully, right? Hybe denied it and said that she was a victim. Then Yoon-Su's law firm came out and went to television. Not only that, they threatened to release proof that Garam was a bully if Hybe did not apologize.
What?
Hybe did not follow through. They did not apologize. Instead, they released their side of the story and still maintained that Garam was a victim. So where is the evidence. They said that they were going
Wait, so they just really tried to pump fake? Oh God!
to release it if Hype did not apologize. Hype didn't apologize, and they didn't release the evidence. So, to be honest with you, I don't think Hype is the problem here, because they threatened that they were going to release it. They're the ones who said out there looking to discuss a solution with Hype.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like you wanted to discuss a solution like 3 days prior to that. You were out here going, we have evidence, we will show you everything, and all of a sudden that evidence is where? That doesn't make any sense. So to say that Hype is the one wanting to discuss the solution because it cannot back up their claims makes no sense when they have several witnesses and they have the document that proves that Unsu was not as much of a victim as she thought she was.
That's actually kind of funny. Like they was like, so they gonna say, all right, babe, if you don't apologize, we gonna release this. They didn't apologize. How dare you try to call my bluff? I feel like a chatty patty right now.
Or as she portrayed herself to be. Now let's talk about dissecting everything with the school violence committee, because I think this is where a lot of the confusion took place. A lot of the manipulation of information happened here, and because a lot of people don't really have a clear understanding of how the school violence committee works and how it varies from school to school, it is the reason why a lot of things got mingled up here. So let's start off with the biggest claim that has been going on, that you cannot receive a level 5 disciplinary act unless you commit physical violence or assault. That claim is 100% false. If you look at the statements from both Hybe and the Ministry of Education, they have one consistent statement, which is the fact that punishments vary from school to school because, once again, each school has their own student violence committee. Right. They apply the standards based off of how they feel about a case, and this varies from school to school. Mm-hmm. Furthermore, Dayan and Unsu did not at one point say that Garam physically touched Unsu, because if she had, something tells me that Darren and their big mouth would have said something about now. Right. But they didn't. Right. They talked about how there were curse-filled text messages. That is all they claimed was there. They never said that there was any physical violence or assault that took place. So saying that, it just doesn't make any sense. In fact, to even better this, when you look at the school database from Garam's middle school, it shows that in 2018, semester 1, there was 0 cases of violence and 0 cases of bullying. But there were 4 cases of obscenity, violence, and cyberbullying in information and communication networks, which goes hand in hand with Unsu's law firm when they said that there were curse-filled text messages. Right. Garam's own school does not consider her a bully. Neither do they say that there was violence that took place. That was semester 1 of 2018, which is also confirmed by both Hybe and Unsu's law firm that this happened in semester 1 of 2018. So the claim that you cannot receive a level 5 disciplinary act unless you physically hurt someone is 100,000% false. Stop lying. The next one is that the level 5 disciplinary act is the highest that can be given to a middle.
Oh my God, so many words. So many words. Shout out to you for breaking this shit down, cause even if this sounds like a run-on sentence, this whole thing is a mess, cuz.
Schooler, that is also false. If you look at the research information database, again, you look at Garam's middle school, they issued between 2018 and 2021 13 suspensions. That's a level 6 punishment, and 2 school transfers. That's a level 8 punishment. Damn. So the fact that level 5 is the highest level of disciplinary act you can get in middle school is also false information. Damn. And then the next one is that the level 5 disciplinary act is the rarest to be issued by the school violence committee. Damn, the bullshit just kept mounting up. That is also false. As you can see from the school database itself, level 1 and level 5 were the highest given. School violence committee lawyer actually mentioned and said that a level 5 is usually treated as an add-on punishment to other punishments that are already given to students. Probably explains why level 1 and level 5 have the same number of actions taken, which means chances are students who received a level 1 punishment also received a level 5 punishment. And level 5's punishment is usually picked, and I understand why they would pick it because it involves giving psychological treatment and special education, plus parents could also get involved, which helps parents be aware of their children and the way that they're acting when they're in school. So as you can see, level 5 is not so rare to get. People keep saying like it is so rare to get a level 5. It's not true. I don't know where that information came from, but it is not true. And also, it is actually mentioned based on the Student Violence Committee standards that level 2 and level 5 are the only levels of punishment that are not directly proportion to the severity of the crime, which means you could deserve a level 1 punishment and still get a level 5 punishment. A level 5 punishment, like the lawyer said, is not an accurate description of how severe the crime or the violence issue was.
Bro, people were really spending all this time just to break Garam down. At what cost, though? Like,
so to say that this is so rare for her to get is also false. The next one is that Kim Garam was disciplined under the Article 16 and 17, which proves that she harassed a disabled student and was issued a restraining order. How do you people keep up with this nonsense? Okay. So, according to Yoon Soo's lawyers, or her law firm, they said that Garam was punished with 6 hours of special education under Article 17-1-5. The article that deals with quote-unquote restraining orders or being prohibited from having any contact with the victim is Article 17-2. Garam was never punished for that one.
Okay.
So, no, Garam was never given a restraining order. Furthermore, the article that deals with bullying of disabled students on the basis of their ability is Article 16-2. Garam never received that. The only mention of Article 16 that was talked about was Article 16-1-1, which was the psychological counseling that Eun-soo got since she was being seen as a victim in this case. So all of this nonsense that people have been saying about Garam is just completely not true. None of it makes any sense.
Bro,
okay, now that I'm done dissecting the bullshit, can I rant now? Because I feel like I need to rant.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have absolutely no idea how we got through with Jin and Jimin and we're still doing the same ish. Like, how are people walking around saying that they're protecting the victim by bullying a literal 16-year-old on the internet?
Because this shit, man, nobody's protecting nobody. You already know what's going on, cuz. You already know what's going on. Ain't nobody protecting shit. Everybody just doing this shit because they want to feel great about themselves and all this self-righteous bullshit. Like, niggas don't know that it's going to be a paradox if you fucking bully the person who bullies. That doesn't make you right. Like, some people be so stupid, or some people be like, just always got their head up their ass or something. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, a lot of people really be self-righteous. I feel as though a lot of people do shit like that because, like, they just have this like, oh, I feel bad about myself, or oh, I want to be a good person. I want to be a good person. I want to be a good person. I want to do a good deed. So I'm going to attack somebody on the internet for some shit that I heard about. And also risk me being wrong and looking like much of a bad person than I already think that I am myself. Shit don't make no damn sense.
Furthermore, how are people saying that Garam is the reason why Lesserafim's reputation is ruined? How is that her responsibility? Because she's not the one who spread rumors about herself. She's not the one that took information that concerns minors and placed it on the internet. Why is it that for some reason those people are not being held accountable for anything while everybody is attacking Garam? Is it because she has a name?
Yes.
And a face, therefore she's easy to attack?
Yes. Just like how when people start suing, it's how like people are suing. When people sue, they sue for the big name. They go for the top dog, the big fish. They start fishing for the big fish. It's always that. It's simple as that. Stop asking questions.
Also, the fact that people want to use this case as an excuse to throw so much hate on social media to try and prove that they are defending the victim is a whole bunch of ludicrous. Don't get me started on the people, especially the K-tubers, who keep talking about how they want Garam to leave the group even though they don't hate her. Like, hang on, excuse me, let me get this straight. Aren't you the same people who are constantly whining about how you want idols to be treated like human beings, and then when it is proven that they are human in forms of their mistakes, you want their livelihood and their jobs taken away from them? Like, could you imagine if your boss walked in to like and asked his or her subordinates, to take a vote as to whether you need to keep your job based on something you did when you were 12 years old?
I punched him in the. Never mind. Let me stop, because I'm not gonna have a job after I do that.
It doesn't make any amount of sense to me. It's so hypocritical that you think that people should forgive you for the mistakes that you've done in the past, that you don't want people to judge you because they don't really know who you are as a person, yet you think a 16-year-old should have her job and her livelihood and a dream taken away from her because what? Because she's ruining the reputation? But you are the same people who say that you do not need idols to be perfect. So why are you walking around doing this? And the fact that people, let's just say she really was guilty and the school had put her as a listing of a bully. How does it make it okay for you to be on the internet and say heinous and completely disgusting things about a 16-year-old on the internet? How does it make you any different from her as a person? The fact that you all can just believe whatever you want, whenever you want, without researching anything, and then going on the internet and using your platforms, especially K-tubers, to speak a bunch of BS over somebody that you don't really know in a case you've never really studied, is ridiculous and pathetic. Seek help. That's it. Now that I'm done ranting, thank you so much for watching.
I thought I was gonna get some good insight on this situation, and now I'm just left with a headache. Wow. This is very messed up. This is very messed up, bro. They really ruined that girl's life, cuz. They really ruined that girl's life. Just for what though? Like, what was the goal? Just to do it? That's crazy as hell. And I it's funny how it always comes back to the fans of always doing stuff. They always putting fuel to the fire, huh? In all honesty, this is probably one of my least favorite ever glow up videos. I didn't really like this video, to be honest. And it's not even for her. It was just this situation. The situation is just brain rot for me. And I'm not getting these 35 minutes back. And neither are you. So I had to suffer, so you do too. I hope Garam is okay. I hope she's doing well now. I really hope she's doing well. Like, cause no, she ain't deserve all that shit, bro. Cause what the hell? She did not deserve that at all. Like, at all, son. Good God, man. Good God, bro. That's crazy. That's about to make me mad. Because it's about to piss me off. This is about to piss me off because it's gonna piss me off because, like, people can ruin your life and not receive no backlash off of allegations, rumors, and everything. And even if the rumors are proven to be false, just to save face for the company, they will still kick you out. Like, this is crazy. I hope she's doing well, bro. That's not fair, cuz that's not fair at all. That's actually not fair. Like, this shit is fucked up. And it's crazy how nobody was talking about them pictures being taken. And just, whatever. Nah, bro. Nah. I don't want to go. Nah, bro. Nah. I like drama, but not this drama. This drama make me sad. I'm sad. This make me sad. Fuck this. Ugh. Good God.